London, December 1952. The city was bustling with its usual winter activities, unaware of the impending catastrophe. A dense fog settled over the city. At first, it seemed like any other foggy day in London. This was not unusual for London, but this fog was different. It was heavier, more oppressive. It was yellow, thick and acrid. It smelled of sulfur, a pungent reminder of the industrial age. This was the Great Smog, a deadly blanket that would soon reveal its true nature. The smog was a dangerous mixture of fog, smoke and industrial pollutants. Factories and homes burning coal contributed to the toxic brew. A weather phenomenon called an anticyclone trapped the smog at ground level. This created a deadly cocktail that lingered over the city. Visibility was reduced to just a few feet. People could barely see their hands in front of their faces. London was plunged into an eerie darkness. Streetlights barely penetrated the thick haze. For 5 days, the city choked. People struggled to breathe, their lungs burning with every inhalation. Transportation came to a standstill. Buses, cars and trains were immobilized, and daily life was disrupted. The Great Smog was a disaster unlike any London had seen before. It claimed thousands of lives and left a lasting impact on the city. The Great Smog brought London to a standstill. Buses and cars could not see where they were going. Accidents were common. People got lost in their own neighborhoods. Outdoor events were cancelled. Sporting events, concerts and plays were all postponed. People were afraid to leave their homes. The city that never sleeps fell silent. The smog even found its way indoors. People covered their faces with scarves and handkerchiefs. The air tasted metallic. The Great Smog was a frightening experience for all who lived through it. The Great Smog was a health disaster. Thousands of people became ill. The elderly and those with respiratory problems were hit hardest. Hospitals were overwhelmed with patients. The smog caused breathing difficulties, coughing and sore throats. It aggravated existing conditions like asthma and bronchitis. The death toll was shocking. At the time, it was estimated that 4,000 people died from the smog. Recent research suggests the true number may be much higher. The Great Smog was a wake-up call to the dangers of air pollution. Our Section 4, a turning point for environmentalism. The Great Smog of 1952 was a pivotal moment in the history of environmentalism. The Great Smog shocked the world. For 5 days, a thick, deadly fog enveloped London, causing chaos and fear among its residents. It showed the deadly consequences of unchecked pollution. Thousands of people were hospitalized and the death toll rose alarmingly. People demanded action from their leaders. The public outcry was unprecedented, with citizens taking to the streets to demand cleaner air and better regulations. In response, the British government passed the Clean Air Act of 1956. This was a significant legislative move aimed at addressing the severe air pollution problem. This law introduced measures to reduce air pollution. It was a comprehensive approach that targeted the root causes of the smog. One key measure was the creation of smokeless zones. These zones were areas where only smokeless fuels could be used, drastically cutting down on harmful emissions. In these zones, only smokeless fuels could be burned. This encouraged the use of cleaner energy sources and innovative heating methods. This helped to improve air quality in cities. The transformation was remarkable, with clearer skies and healthier living conditions becoming the new norm. The Clean Air Act was a landmark piece of legislation. It set a precedent for future environmental laws and regulations. It marked the beginning of a new era of environmental awareness. People started to recognize the importance of protecting the environment, leading to more sustainable practices and policies. Section 5, Lessons for Today. The Great Smog of London was a tragedy that claimed thousands of lives and left a lasting impact on the city. But it also taught us valuable lessons about the importance of air quality and public health. It showed the importance of clean air and the need to protect our environment from harmful pollutants. The smog was a wake-up call that led to significant changes in environmental policies. Today, air pollution remains a major problem around the world, affecting millions of people and contributing to various health issues. Cities are growing rapidly, and with them, traffic and industrial emissions are increasing, leading to deteriorating air quality. We must continue to learn from the past and implement stricter regulations to control pollution. We must invest in clean technologies, promote sustainable practices, and encourage the use of renewable energy sources to reduce our carbon footprint. By working together, we can create a healthier future for ourselves and future generations. Community involvement and international cooperation are key to making lasting changes. The Great Smog reminds us that the air we breathe is precious and that we must take proactive steps to protect it. We must never take it for granted. Clean air is a fundamental right, and it is our responsibility to ensure that future generations can enjoy it as well.